2021 to 2022 was an amazing year for flippers and wholesalers. They made hundreds of thousands of dollars flipping G-Wagons, Range Rovers, Teslas, Defenders, and Jeeps. So what's a flipper? It's pretty much a retail customer who acquires a highly coveted vehicle in stock or placed via an order at MSRP or a hefty discount. They have no intention of keeping the vehicle. They just wait for the title to come in, and as soon as they have a title in hand, they sell the car to a retail dealer or Vroom, Carvana, or the likes of that. These guys got substantial payouts. Did these flippers contribute to the shortage in their own way? Honestly, yeah. They snatched up all the inventory from real buyers for their own personal gain and couldn't care less. The loophole was leasing. No cash was needed. All you needed was credit. This also minimized your tax obligation in lieu of purchasing the vehicle. This was especially rampant on states that levy tax on the lease payment or the total lease payment, such as New Jersey, New York, and Florida. Sure, their credit score took a dump, yet they made boatloads of cash. Sounds absolutely crazy and unbelievable, but it did happen and is still continuing to happen. Did we finally experience a time where the consumer took the dealership to the cleaners? In all honesty, yeah, they did. How did it happen? Pretty much it came down to supply and demand. However, the number of causes are numerous, and I'm going to cover a few. Before we begin, like and subscribe to our channel, and make sure to visit AutoCompanion.com. Whether you're looking for a new finance or lease purchase, we're here to help. You can ask us questions or use our buying service to simplify the process. Shop smart, shop like a pro, or shop with us. Let's start with rental car companies, Hertz and Avis. During the pandemic, they were unable to obtain cars for their rental fleets. Keep in mind that auto franchises can sell directly to consumers and they cannot sell directly to Hertz and Avis. Summer and the country was opening back up. That meant travel, and travel meant a demand for rental cars. And these companies needed to replace their fleet. Where did they turn? Manheim. Consumers who had low mileage current model vehicles. Tahoes, Suburbans, Toyotas, Hyundais, Kias made easy margins as a flipper who took that car and sold it to any one of those rental car companies. I mean, these were easy $5,000 to $10,000 margins. People were doing this full time and had teams buying up all the inventory they could find or they could order across the nation. In reality, these flippers compounded the shortage, like I said, in their own way by grabbing up all this inventory. Next was gas prices. When gas prices rose to record highs, the demand for hybrids and EVs soared. Teslas were cash cow kings. With wait times of over a year, demand for them on the used car market was incredible. Retail dealers would source them at any cost in hopes to make a margin either on the front or back end of selling the car retail. Flippers took control and scored cancellations and demo units during the insanity of the market using bots to ping the Tesla site continuously for inventory. They then purchased these Teslas with Montana LLCs and sold them to AutoNation, Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, and even local dealers. Again, 5, 10, 15K a unit. And I'm emphasizing this, they were not just doing 1 to 2 cars. They ordered in bulk. I mean, there was gangs of people doing this. It was incredible. Friends, colleagues, families, all in the game together. I personally knew of people who were buying 50 of these cars in a single month and selling them for profit. Beyond that was EV credits. The true king of flipping was the Jeep Wrangler 4xe. I mean, it was the golden goose. The ordeal was twofold. Hefty order discounts and a $7,500 federal tax credit. A few dealers around the country would take orders at 10% off MSRP. I mean, thousands of orders. I kid you not. This included also the Ram TRX, by the way, which was going for significantly above MSRP. Now, the key thing is Jeep, unlike most brands, didn't pull orders out from dealer allocations. It was truly a free-for-all. A Jeep dealer could put in unlimited orders and they would get filled. All they would hope for in return were backouts and cancellations so that the dealership could take those units and sell them at MSRP to the public. Honestly, the whole thing was truly criminal. Yet leasing was the key. A low tax obligation and the $7,500 EV credit was passed on immediately by the captive bank for Stellantis CCAP. So let's take an example. A $60,000 Jeep, 10% off, plus a $7,500 tax credit, was sold right back to the dealership it was originally purchased from for 1 to 2K below MSRP. I mean, let's take a look. $48,000 cost basis, add some taxes and fees in there to cover that, and you're at $12,000 in profit. Again, volume, teams, individuals who ordered 10 to 15 at a time. Imagine the money these people were making. Certainly felt like tax fraud, and I doubt any of them paid capital gains. I don't know. Should someone call Uncle Sam? Let's move on to the next car, the status symbol car, the G-Wagon, made by the Shah of Iran, going for $100,000 to $150,000 over sticker. This status SUV was king of the market in terms of insanity. And let's not forget the Lamborghini Urus, but we won't get into that. Let's concentrate on that G-Wagon because it truly was mind-boggling. Flippers and wholesalers bought these and just sold them in prices, and they just compounded, one outbidding the next. Summer 2021, somehow I scored a G-Wagon at MSRP. Bought it for the wife, she drove it for 6 months, and Mercedes announced that they will no longer produce the V8 for 2022. Prices skyrocketed. That thing was off to Mannheim. $50,000 instantly made, and then sold in Scottsdale to a retail customer for $70,000 over sticker. These G63s went up to $150K over sticker and people were buying them. It was insane. Fast forward to fall of 2022 and the market is flooded. G-Wagons are back, and Teslas, Jeeps, and all these sought after cars are on Mannheim OVE and retail dealerships in bulk. With the correction in Mannheim now happening, with a continuous drop in MMR on a weekly basis, and most models not even selling for MMR, but 3 to 5% below MMR, the market is now flooded with flipper inventory. All these low mileage, current model year units are flipper cars pretty much. And these dealers are left holding the ball in the turning market they were experiencing. The true mad rush for these cars such as Tesla went cold as well, as of last month, with thousands of low mileage 22s on the market. Supplemented by Tesla inventory now popping up on their site, some dealers are taking massive losses with the underwater inventory they now have that they purchased in early 2022. Some are sitting on as many as 20 to 50 units of underwater Teslas, G-Wagons, Jeeps. And now, the end of 2022, you can buy a Tesla well below retail. Just go to Mannheim. They're selling for $65K for a long range, $63K. Well below what you can get a new one right now. So what's gonna happen to all these dealers? Are they gonna go out of business? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to the retail consumers who bought all these cars at over MSRP at such inflated pricing? Are we gonna see repos go up? Did the consumers outsmart the dealerships? Well, they certainly did. The flippers did. I'll just call it the car crash of 2022. Another financial crisis for the record books. Thanks for tuning in. That concludes this video. If you need help with buying a new car, turn to our team at AutoCompanion.com. Comments, questions? Want to tell us how you feel about the flipper market? Leave them below.